Gigabyte. At center, DeAndre Jordan. At the other forward position, Blake Griffin. At the other guard position, Chris Paul. The head coach of this team is John Rose.
An interconference affair lined up for you today as the Los Angeles Clippers come in for this one. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the Clippers starting five. Veteran backcourt with CP3 and Redick at the 1 and the 2. The forwards are Baamute and Griffin, and it's Jordan in at the 5. And Baamute can't get it to go. On defense, the Clippers. Deep 2 from Bayless with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Nice make for him as they get the scoring started.
How you love to get the first one under your belt and out of the way.
And Jahlil Okafor, really a throwback in a lot of ways, you know, when you think about some of the low-post giants that our game has seen. I mean, 6'11", over 270 pounds, tremendous hands and footwork, and he can take defenders to school on that low block. Going to continue to have to improve his passing, particularly out of double teams, and ability to face up a little more. But, again, this is a guy with a tremendous amount of ability moving forward.
And they say post play is a bit of a lost art. It's hard to do effectively against modern NBA defenses. You think Okafor will be successful, Greg, playing that kind of style?
You know, he'll have to develop his passing to punish teams who bring help. They have to surround him with shooters, though. If not, then there's no penalty for swarming him inside.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And the 76ers setting an all-time record for patience as far as going young, Greg, and building through the draft. There's been a lot of losing along the way.
Yeah, and a lot of questions to their strategy. I mean, but the front office said their philosophy was trying to plant an orchard from seed. They didn't want to buy apples, I guess. They wanted to grow them from the ground up. Boy, they better get that harvest moving fast.
Now here's Simmons following the miss by Griffin. For 3, Covington. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Drops in the tray. Paul's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The defense respects the shooting ability of CP3, but even when they contest it, he can knock it down.
Passes it to Okafor. From 10 feet out, the 76ers again can't hit it. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Redick kicks to Jordan. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And another 3 from Paul. Paul's got 6.
You have to at least get an arm up in the face of Chris Paul when he's going up from outside. He's an exceptional three-point shooter.
Bayless the pass to Simmons. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Simmons got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Okafor with the steal. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That was a huge face-off at the rim. Two great competitors. Defense took it.
Jordan dishes to Paul. The feed to Griffin.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. He brings his all on every possession.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team, but as a defender, he understands he can make a big difference.
I'm not really a big scorer for our team, but that's not my job. My job is to defend and rebound for our team. And, you know, I've accepted my role, and I feel like I'm, you know, excelling in my role.
Well, Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job. He does it very, very well. He is excelling.
And he may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan has become a defensive beast. And the thing of it is, he's still learning, still getting better.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
This has definitely been a perimeter-oriented game, and right now it seems like they can't miss.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the 76ers, Noel and Embiid patrol the paint together inside. Then there's Grant, and it's Luwawu in at the 2 spot. Now here's Rodriguez, following the miss by Paul Pierce. And that one, good. And defensively, Steve, these days, more and more teams are looking to switch screen roles. Why is that?
Because of the new rules, Kevin. I mean, you look at it now, defenses can play a little bit of a zone. I think back in the day, imagine me switching out on Shaq. He'll go right into the box, and you couldn't have a guy come over unless he had the basketball. But right now, you can play more of a zone. So if teams who have multiple guys that can switch and defend multiple positions, they have an advantage.
Well, that's the thing that these teams want to get now. These players that are versatile play 3-4 positions sometimes, so they can do just what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, you have guys like Draymond Green can guard 1 through 5. That just has to be a luxury.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
LeBron, another one. He can guard all 5 positions.
He can guard everything.
Embiid, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And here is Rodriguez after Wesley Johnson just hit the 3.
He's always one step ahead of the game. Passes like that show off his court vision.
Rivers kicks to Crawford. Inside, Spates, and he lays it straight in. Spates has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Really outstanding job by the offense to get the ball right near the bucket.
Clippers against Rodriguez. Pass to Noel. Embiid the screen. And it's Noel missing.
Okay, there's attack mode, and then there's I best pull this back out mode.
Lets it go from 14. That one rolling around and rims out.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
But you can't waste time. You have to go quickly. Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 15 seconds left in the first half. Here's Crawford. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The Clippers on top, leading by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jets. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
I was surprised at how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
Scoring in the paint, that's an area where they can improve. With the defense sagging in, they settle for a lot of jump shots in the first half. Coming out of the break, I think it'll be better running off pick and rolls, hitting cutters, moving toward the hoop, that old Boston Celtics style basketball.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
And what he gives his team, guys, is an edge. He just lights up an arena when he gets it going. And in that first half, young fella had it going.
He just pounced on this game with a real tenacity. They're going to need that same attitude in this second half as well.
The 76ers trail by 4. So for the Clippers right now, the dunkers, Griffin and Jordan, are the bigs. Veteran backcourt with CP3 and Redick at the 1 and the 2. And it's Mbamute in at the 3. Now here's Bayless. The dish to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Covington's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the 76ers.
And undrafted out of Tennessee State, Robert Covington has become a nice find for the Sixers. You know, that saying, the 3 and D small forward. I mean, they see him really as a foundational piece going forward. And I think he has more versatility. He's not just the 3 and D guy. This kid's continuing to improve and showing a lot of spunk in his game.
The 76ers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And Bayless kicks to Simmons. Shoots from 12. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
That's good.
And on the topic of Covington, you know, he's mostly a spot-up shooter offensively. The majority of his shots, Greg, are coming from long range.
Yeah, a downtick in his shooting percentages last season, a cause for concern. I mean, but he's a good rebounder, gets a lot of steals. You like his size at that small forward position.
And it's tied up with that one. And Ben Simmons, the latest star to come over from Australia. Many feel that he could be the player that vaults Australia into a powerhouse on the international level. A lot of hopes being placed on the shoulders of Simmons.
Yeah, fellow Australian Andrew Bogut said that Simmons will most likely be the best Australian player ever in just a short time. I mean, his game translates well in international ball, has the frame and playmaking ability to just carry a team.
Smitty is an NBA veteran. What were some of the things you missed the least about playing on the road?
Just trying to fill time. You know, after shoot around, you get finished around 12. And then sometimes the game is not until 7, so you don't have that much time. But those days off, everybody's at work, and you're just roaming around the city.
Yeah.
You got to really get close to your teammates, do some things like going to the movies, having dinner, and basically getting your rest.
Routine's a big deal, isn't it?
It is. And obviously the one good thing you can do is get into the weight room and work on your body on the off time and give your body some rest.
Free throw drops for Covington. And the 76ers with some changes. Sarge comes in for Simmons, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Jared Bayless. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Los Angeles. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. The pass to Griffin. And he feeds it to Redick. 1:31 left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the elbow. Again, the Clippers.
Because Chris Paul is a pass-first point guard, defenses play off him a little bit, which means he can usually get high percentage looks.
Here's McConnell. He kicks it to Henderson. Fade away. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Redick passes to Jordan. Griffin inside. Outside for Felton. Jordan the screen. And the wide open shot from Redick. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Dishes to Covington from outside the arc. Great D that time from Redick. Clippers leading by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now here's Felton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. It's deflected. Covington kicks to McConnell. Pass to Okafor. Drills the baseline jumper. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers lead by 2. And we'll be back right after this. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Let's get this pace back up, all right? Get them to move that rock again.
And Doc Rivers seeing that his team may be getting a little sluggish out there. He senses a lot. He always talks about that. Maybe a little complacent guys with the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, he wants the guys to play with a greater sense of urgency, but also play together. And that's when this group's at their best.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. The lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Then it's Jared Bayless. Then it's Simmons. And it's Rodriguez in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Mbah after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Mbah dishes to Crawford. Clock at 6. But they recover it.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Now here's Simmons after the miss from Crawford. Here's Embiid, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's just an awesome assist. Really paced the ball in the ideal spot.
Rivers passes to Crawford. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Jamal Crawford, the former Michigan Wolverine, continues to thrive as a scorer.
Grant, he's checked in for Noel. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Griffin with the steal. And Ba'amute inside. He's covered by Grant. And Jordan gets it to go.
Boy, DeAndre has gotten more and more comfortable from inside. Really making a name for himself down there.
And Bayless kicks to Simmons. Back to Bayless. This one for 3. Tries again, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Robert Covington's checked in for Grant, and it's Henderson for Rodriguez. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. 1:25 left to play in the final quarter. Paul dishes to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
That's the kind of leadership you want from Blake Griffin, a guy who wants to take those big shots.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Simmons with it. Griffin on him. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And Philadelphia making a change here. Okafor's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Redick is checked in. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 1. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Paul passes to Griffin. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
What a bucket and one of the more crucial moments of the game.
You know I love that crunch time. This is where the big-time players are made.
Composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a 2-possession game.
50 seconds left in the game. Here's Okafor. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And Redick kicks to Paul. Outside Jordan. Left side Redick. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. Griffin inside. Simmons pulls it in. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bayless dishes to Henderson. And here's Covington from the arc. Kicks it to Simmons. Feeds to Henderson. Another miss by Philadelphia. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
J.J. Redick, the former Blue Devil, has really developed into one of the game's most deadliest shooters.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 5. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
It's a stretch for sure to say they can come back, but it all starts with executing out of the timeout. Let's see what he draws up here.
Five seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bayless from long range gets the bucket.
I love how Simmons sets the floor. So good at spotting his teammates for high percentage shots.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Blake, you really got it going inside tonight. Was that one of your primary objectives?
Yeah, that's something we talked about. You know, we talked about not being complacent and settling for jump shots, talked about getting to the hole and playing stuff on defense, and I thought that's what our guys did tonight.
Really controlled the paint at both ends, Blake. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here. Welcome back for DeAndre Jordan. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq?
I said for a long time that DeAndre Jordan should be getting a lot more credit, and tonight we saw why. He is capable of completely controlling the paint in any game.
He shot efficiently tonight. I mean, wow. Like, some nights when you shoot 50%, guys are jumping around the locker room excited. But 60%, to shoot at that level is remarkable.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.